Hi, this is Eric Martin with Board Game Geek. I'm here with Mark from Axel, looking at Heroes, Might and Magic, which is sold out at Spiel 2013. We have the last copy left on display, so I was hoping you could give an overview of the game, as much as we can do here.
Okay, so the idea of the game is that every player controls one faction. There are 4 factions in the basic game. Each faction features 3 different heroes, and you start with one of the heroes, and you can recruit other heroes as the game progresses. Each hero has a set of unique skills and an army with which to fight and conquer the locations. And the board is constructed of a number of squares, which are divided into spaces. Depending on the number of players, we have different number of squares. So it's like from 9 to 16 squares. Every time the board looks different because you can place the squares in a different way, create like rivers, seas, or other areas. On the board, you have 2 different kinds of spaces, like water spaces and mountain spaces, and just the normal terrain for the heroes to cover. Also, you have locations on the board. Some of the locations can be explored for special, like the ones with the spyglass. They can be explored to have special, like a one-time ability, powerful ability, and some of them have to be conquered and controlled in order to get gold and resources and to get victory points, or actually power points, which are needed to end the game. In the basic version, we have 3 different scenarios. Most of them are based on achieving a certain number of power points, but there will be another scenarios coming to fulfill some other conditions too. Okay, so generally the gameplay is based around a set of action cards. The action cards are the same for all players. Okay,
I'm the table in this game. That's the goal here. Da, da, da. This is what it's usually like in my game night. Everyone rummaging around in my lap.
Okay, very well. So you have a set of action cards. There are 3 action cards basically for each player, and each action card shows 2 different options. So when players play, they take all the 3 cards and then place one of them face down, and when everyone is ready, they flip it. And then starting from the first player, each person can execute one action, and one action only, and then it goes around, and then second card and third card. Okay. There is a possibility to have a 4th card if you have a certain building ready in your capital. Right. And from actions you can do. First of all, you can move. And when you move with all your heroes. You do the attacks. You conquer the locations, and you attack other heroes. This is also possible. The only thing which is not possible, at least in this basic variant, is attacking the capital, and that was possible actually in the computer game. Then you have recruit, which allows you to buy units for the heroes. You have build, which allows you to expand your capital. Okay, so as you can see, there is a capital sheet in which you can have different levels of capital, which allow you to have different buildings also, okay. and units. So you can expand the capital, or you can actually build a building under your capital. And depending on the level, buildings have different strength and different abilities. Okay? Okay. And the last action is gather resources, which allows you to get gold and resources from the board, and other sources of income like special abilities, buildings, artifacts, this kind of stuff. Okay. And then another aspect of the game, which is really important, is battle, because normally in order to win you have to control locations, and each location is guarded by a monster. There are 3 different levels of monsters depending on the color. You have yellow monsters, which are simple. You have purple monsters, which are medium, let's say. And then you have golden brown monsters, which are very powerful. So you do not, at the beginning of the game, you know which places to avoid and which places to attack. And also what is important, there is a less chance that you will just lose the battle you do not want to take, like not to lose at the beginning. So you know who you attack more or less.
Okay.
So once you attack, you use a special like a battlefield track, which can be smaller for smaller battles or really big one for battles involving, for example, 2 heroes and large armies. And when you start the battle, you just move the monster tokens from the big board to this battle track, and then you also move your hero marker, okay, and the army he has with him.
Okay.
You place all the tokens and markers according to their initiative, and then they keep attacking. So, for example, if I take this one, this is a unit, okay, one of the faction of the barbarians. So the unit and every other character or marker has an initiative value, which is marked with like a small horse. Okay, the bigger the better. Then it has might, which shows how powerful attacks it can do. Actually, how big the chance is to attack. To attack successfully, actually, and the last thing is like some icons of special abilities, and one of the most typical icons is elite icon, because units come in basic level and elite level, okay, with different abilities and skills. Okay, so when you want to attack, you roll dice, 2 types of dice. We have standard attack dice, which are 8-sided. And when I roll, I have to get at least as much as might of a unit. So, for example, if unit is 2 might, then I have to get 2 or less. Okay, and then I have a elite die. When I have an elite unit, I can also roll this die. I can exchange one of the attack dice for this one. This one is much more powerful because it has like automatic hits, like a 1 damage, 2 damage, another 1 damage. Then I can have luck, okay, so then I get a luck token, which I can keep and use to reroll the dice, or I can keep it for later battle with another hero, for example, to increase my chances. There is a bad result also, which makes me reroll the attacks that hit, and then there is one other something like this, which upgrades units. So if I have some units that are basic, then they can be turned into elite versions during the battle. Okay.
Okay.
After the battle, if I win, I check what the monster gives me. Okay. So, for example, what I do is I flip the token on the other side, and I have 2 kinds of symbols here. Okay. I have experience points, and experience is used by heroes to get new skills from two groups, might and magic. So I can, for example, create a hero which is more martial oriented, or one that is more magic oriented, and then I have treasure, and the more treasures I have, the more options I have when I draw a treasure card. When I draw the treasure card, there are 4 options available, and I can choose as many as there are chests on the card. So that's more or less how it basically works.
Okay. A lot of stuff going on. And you mentioned before we went on that you've been talking to U.S. distributors, and
yeah, we talked to some US distributors, and now we have to talk with Ubisoft, because they are the license owner, right? But we hope that, considering how well the game is doing this fair,
that's right. There's nothing really left. Like everything's gone.
We hope that it will be, the thing that will persuade Ubisoft, to let us sell it, to in America.
Right. Okay. Well, thanks very much for the overview.
It would be great if you could just show Mr. Tomczyk. Okay,
right
because
here.
Actually
the designer of the game.
Yeah. Marcin is the author. I just helped to translate, and I prepared the English version. But Marcin actually designed the game. He dealt with all the stuff connected with Ubisoft. He put a lot of work to make this title succeed. So actually, the only problem is he is good at listening skills, but not as good at speaking. So that's why I do the talking. But all the glory should go to him, actually.
All right. Congratulations, and good luck in the future. Thank you.